Well, ladies and gentlemen, after quite an unusual start to the night.
What a, like my heart goes out to that kid.
Me too.
And that's the first. I've been, we've been here. I've been here for about 5 years commentating. That's the first time I see something like that. I don't know what are the right protocols for that. Do you immediately restart them? Because the referee called the stop. He has the power to call the stop. Do I think? Do I agree with his stoppage? My personal opinion, hell no. And I feel sorry for the fighter. But like you said, if the referee calls a stop, surely you need to move on and make that happen. Maybe just call a no contest and rebook the fight.
Book them on the next card.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I call it a no contest. That way it doesn't affect, because you know what? These guys work so hard.
Yeah, of course.
They work so hard, and their record means everything.
Of course.
So you got a guy like the last fighter, Zhang Wenjie. He was 2-0,
yes.
Undefeated.
Correct.
Now he has a loss on his record.
That's right.
Well,
let's refocus. We'll find out more later, but our job is to talk about this fight right now. We have here in the blue corner is
Chen Guisheng.
That's right, Chen Guisheng.
He is fighting out of Sichuan province. He is an Yizhu fighter, and that may sound familiar to JCK fight fans because so many great fighters in JCK have come from the Liangshan region in Sichuan. The Yi people is an ethnic minority in Sichuan province. Just seem to breed some of the toughest fighters in China. A lot of really famous and high-level fighters have come out of that region, and Chen Guisheng is looking to follow in their footsteps. He is 1-0 in his MMA career so far. That win came by submission, so he has a 100% finish rate. We don't know a whole lot about him, but what we have seen has been promising. He's a young, undefeated guy, and he's an effective finisher. He's fighting a much more experienced opponent here tonight who's 5-1, and he's a heavy underdog. Only 5% of fans online on Tapology chose him to win this fight.
Well, his opponent, walking out of the red corner, Peng Honggui. We've seen him here 2 times. Both times he has been successful. At 23 years old, he's another one of those fighters I'm keeping a very close eye on. And he's only lost once in his professional career, and that went the distance. In his last fight, he submitted the sleek grapper Yang Jidong. I really like Yang Jidong as well. Yang
Jidong.
He
subbed Yang Jidong.
Yep, that's right. And this kid, Peng Honggui, is tough, scrappy, and aggressive. You got to keep your eyes open when he fights, because at any moment, he's gonna look for the finish. He's dangerous, scrappy, can grapple. He has power in his hands, and he's got that real killer instinct. Sometimes with all the violence in the world, I feel guilty saying that this guy has that killer instinct. But I'm not talking about like he's gonna take out a knife and really look to like decapitate his opponent. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that killer finishing instinct. If he sees his opponent is hurt, oh my God, he goes to another level and just goes to 1,000%. He goes to a new level of intensity and does everything he can to get his opponent out of there.
Absolutely. And now, he's looking to make it 3-0 in JCK. He's only been fighting in JCK for 6 months or less, and he's already 2-0, 23 years old. He has got a very bright prospect, 5-1 as a pro overall. Trains with a great club. We saw he has great submission skills, and this is another really good matchup for him. He's fighting a guy who's relatively green, and it could be a showcase fight for him to show what he could do. 95% of fans on Tapology picked him to win.
Wow.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the tape. We see 2 years younger, but a 2-centimeter height and a 2-centimeter reach advantage goes to Peng Honggui.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的复赛交锋，南方选手身高175公分，臂展175厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜。今天晚上上了 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是蓝方选手陈贵胜。本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展177厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩2战全胜，那就是红方选手彭honggui。 本场比赛场上裁判谢林杰。
The first bantamweight bout of the evening. Chen Guisheng is in the blue corner, wearing those funky blue trunks. Woody just said he wants a pair.
That's right.
And Peng Honggui is in the red corner. He's got kind of like the red, black and red camo shorts on. This is going to be a good one.
Chen against Peng. Peng is in the southpaw stance. And it's Chen putting on the pressure first.
He's only had one pro MMA fight. He looks very composed for a man who's only had one fight.
He's also in really good shape, man. Look at his muscle. Oh, nice straight.
Super lean. He trains out of Black Tiger, this Chen Guisheng, so, you know, he's got a lot of good training partners.
I was scheduled to visit them yesterday morning, but didn't have enough time. I was going to go interview the JCK champion, Wang Xiaoqiang, but unfortunately couldn't. Would love to.
And of course, one of the biggest stars in MMA, in Chinese MMA, is Zhang Weili, trains out of there as well.
That's right.
Peng Honggui pressing forward here. We got southpaw versus orthodox.
He's pressing forward, but so far it's been all Chen. You know, he's pulling the trigger, which is great. Peng is just, Peng looks for the nice cross. Kind of, they both exchange, but look at Chen. He's throwing back with a lot of power.
That was a hard left hook by Chen.
Nice kick as well. Buckles the leg of Peng. Another hard kick.
We see Chen Guisheng has switched stances.
Yes, and that's 3 kicks in a row on the lead. 4 kicks, and he's hurting him. He's not enjoying those calf kicks.
Can't take too many of those.
Now he kicks on the other side.
What do you think hurts more, inside low kick or outside? For sure.
Outside. Oh, beautiful double. Look at this. Chen is putting on the pressure.
Chen Guisheng is bringing it. He's doing some damage here early.
Someone didn't tell Tapology with their picks.
Yeah, it shows what you guys know, Tapology fans.
And now it's Chen looking for the takedown. I don't know why he went for the takedown. He was having such good success on the feet. You know, it could just be a bit of inexperience, or maybe he has a lot of confidence in grappling. We do know that Black Tiger, you know, they train under a really good black belt there called Jordan, and they have quite a few high-level grapplers there, including, like we said, Wang Xiaoqiang himself, a tough brown belt.
I think Wang Xiaoqiang's grappling ability is definitely beyond brown belt level. It's crazy because he started training pretty late in life.
That's right.
Well, right?
And he's a hobby fighter turned pro. That makes sense. Like, he's just a guy who loved fighting and then started doing Muay Thai, you know, as a hobby, and started competing in amateur fights, and then made the move to MMA.
Yeah, and he's been crushing it. Obviously, the champion of this division.
He had for a moment there. He had that kind of a Dagestan handcuff, and what you call that grip when you pass the hand behind the person's back. Now we see Peng's looking for a guillotine.
And also trying to stand up here.
Yeah, well, he's getting back up, but Chen moves to his back. Is Chen gonna get him back down?
Chen Guisheng attacking the back, standing here. He was doing so well on the feet. I don't know why he shot for that takedown. He was rocking Peng Honggui.
Some foot stomps, nice elbows to the thigh. And these add up. Chen
going for the Kimura grip.
It's all Chen's. Chen has so much control. Oh,
takes the back now. Does Chen Guisheng?
He's got one hook in. Needs to be careful.
He is attacking the choke, but he's slipping off.
He's slipping off. He slipped off, and now he's got Peng on top of him in the in a half guard, but pretty high up.
And there, I think we see the relative inexperience of Chen Guisheng because he's only had the one fight. Not really sure how smart that was tactically, but
look at this. Peng's
guillotine
jumps for guillotine. How tight is this?
He's lost the grip. His hands are no longer connected. So, no immediate threat.
He's doing the right thing. If he scoot backs his hips, he can reset that guillotine. I don't know if he knows that, because he's using that just to try and stand up.
Chen looking to slam him down to the mat once more.
30 seconds left.
Going for another takedown.
On the
Switches
single
to
leg.
the single, and now
Now going for the guillotine again.
he's got the guillotine. I think he has his hands connected this time.
This looks a little bit tighter. He does reset.
Nah, but Chen Guisheng is doing a good job fighting the hands. I don't think he's in a serious submission threat right here.
Yeah, he looks to be very calm right there. He's on top.
That'll be it for round 1. Competitive first round between these two, although I think Chen Guisheng probably took that one on my scorecard.
Yeah, especially with the first 2-3 minutes of the fight when he was just, I mean, especially the first 4 minutes.
他容易做你的断头，明白吗？没问题，你打他没问题，你知道吗？啥玩意儿？
Showing that you should, you know, there's more to a book than its cover.
Showing well-rounded skills. How many of those leg kicks did he land in the first round? At least 5 or 6.
Yeah, and it was visible that they were working. I don't understand why he's so adamant about forcing the ground game in the wrestling.
I completely agree. I thought he was doing very well on the feet.
I mean, he was on top most of the fight, and he was controlling the wrestling, so he dominated the wrestling in most of the cases anyway. But I think it was even more dominant on the feet. Let's see what he comes out to do, and what does Peng need to do to change? Like, if I was in Peng's corner, so I'm like, look, man, you got to pull the trigger on the feet. You can't wait. He's waiting too long.
Well, earlier in the first round, he did land a really nice straight left hand. So he does have boxing, and he does have some striking tools himself. Let's see how this one plays out on the feet in early round 2.
Nice kicks from Chen again. See, he's just so good at pulling the trigger. Slips that punch. There he eats a left hook. Oh, sorry, right hook.
There's the takedown
and Chen
attempt.
goes for a takedown again.
Another guillotine.
He gets
Sweeps him
reversed
over,
with the
but
guillotine, but rolls with it. He's on the legs of Peng. Passes the guard. Can he stay? Oh, he doesn't pass the guard. Back into Peng's open guard. With that body lock. How long before he starts punching? Oh, nice out kick.
We saw the spit fly from Chen Guisheng's mouth. He's got an armbar, but
yeah, he moved his mouthpiece. Look for a moment.
back to the triangle.
He needs to get his arm out there. Cannot stay here.
I mean, this is a threat.
This is definitely a threat. He needs to get his arm out.
Cleared now.
There he goes.
Chen Guisheng just like not really respecting the triangle. He's just like,
yeah.
you can't triangle me.
Well, needs to be careful.
Wrapping up the arm of Peng Honggui in this really awkward looking position.
You hear the corner scream to him, get the top position. How long before these hands are cleared? I feel Peng's going to go for a spinning. Oh, nice left hook.
Nice shot on the break by Chen Guisheng, and we are back to the feet.
But Peng, you know, Peng keeps walking with his front leg almost in the center line, which leaves that calf so open to get kicked.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like, especially if Chen Guisheng switched back to that southpaw stance, he could chew up the leg, the lead leg of Peng Honggui.
There he goes. There he goes again. Yes. Oh, beautiful exchange there.
Peng Honggui showing that he's still dangerous himself.
Yeah, he's definitely shown how scrappy he is in the past. Very, very tough.
There's the single leg.
Single leg, just snatches that single leg.
Wow.
And Peng just drops down.
Effortless takedown by Chen Guisheng. He's definitely got an advantage in the wrestling department. I think he's landed about 5 or 6 takedowns in this fight so far. Another possible.
Very active here with his legs, but there we see short elbow from Chen, landing right on the face of Peng Honggui.
Yeah,
you need to watch out for the up kicks.
Peng does have a very active guard. He's constantly threatening for triangles and arm bars and up kicks in transition. Has there ever been an up kick knockout in JCK?
Not that I remember.
I don't think there has been. Very rare. Oh,
Giving a warning, can't kick the knee, you know, the ground opponent on the face.
That was kind of a glance. Oh, big elbow by Chen Guisheng.
Nice hammer fist as well.
Possible leg entanglement here by Peng Honggui. He uses it to sweep. Chen Guisheng trying to get back up to his feet, and then another possible guillotine attempt by Peng Honggui. So far been unsuccessful with all of those guillotines.
He's holding on to this single leg for dear life. I see some blood.
Oh, he's able to get on top right into mount.
Straight to full mount, but look at this.
Scramble ensues. It looks like he might slip off if he cannot consolidate his position.
Can he go back? Yeah,
he's going armbar.
Nope, he misses the arm.
He missed that one by quite a bit. I think fatigue factoring into that a little bit as well. We see both guys kind of taking some deep breaths. The referee quick to get them back up to their feet.
We hear the corner shout to Chen.
See some,
你可以的 means
some
you're okay,
blood.
you got this.
Where's that blood coming from?
From the face of Peng. Oh, beautiful, accurate boxing from Peng.
So we see Peng Honggui wearing it a bit, and he gets clipped by a left hand.
Wow, these guys throwing down. Oh, a stiff jab from Peng finds its home right on the face of Chen, but throwing down at the end of the second round.
Wow, action-packed end to round number 2. Peng Honggui had his moments there. He got cracked by that big left hand, but that almost seemed to motivate him to throw back even harder.
不踢腿，就换拳，明白吗？梳一下头，输了。你就跟他换拳，明白吗？这一回合就打拳，换拳，就跟他换拳。周云华，你就跟他换拳，前摆。
Take a look at some of the action here. We saw another takedown, multiple takedowns in this round by Chen Guisheng. He clearly has an advantage in the wrestling.
Yes.
Bit of a scramble here, but Chen able to get back on top. Huge up kick that sent the saliva from Chen Guisheng's mouth just flying.
And readjusted his mouthpiece.
Seconds off.
I mean, round 2 was closer, but I still think Chen Guisheng probably won that round.
Yeah.
It could be that Peng Honggui needs a finish to win this fight.
Ready? Fight!
All set for round 3. Chen Guisheng is in the blue. Peng Honggui is in the black and red trunks. Do you see some blood that has dripped down the back of Peng Honggui? Must be coming from...
Peng doing some kicks.
Not sure where exactly.
Chen looks to be more fatigued out of the two, and the aggression from Peng now very visible.
Another hard inside low kick by Chen Guisheng. And another
beautifully timed shot, and he gets the takedown. The timing was absolutely spot on for that. He's in the open guard, holding down those hips.
great timing on that shot.
And look at Peng, he's just pushing the head down. This is great defense. What Chen can do is jump to the left side and go to side control. He's gonna run through to the back. He's got side control here in a way. He just runs, but I think he's a little bit, he looks to be pretty exhausted.
Chen Guisheng,
the pace they've been going at was quite intense.
I think one of the biggest factors in this fight is the differential in their wrestling ability. You know, Chen Guisheng has essentially been able to get to the fight to the ground, get the fight to the ground almost at will.
Yes, but man, look at Peng. He's throwing hammer fists from the bottom. He's just so tough and scrappy. Just always fighting. Even though he's losing the wrestling changes, I really respect Peng. He's not for lack of trying.
Yes, he's definitely still dangerous.
There's hammer fist to the thighs. Super active is Peng. Nice, digs in that underhook. Chen has it pressed up against the cage.
Warning from the referee there to not grab the fence, and Chen Guisheng in on another takedown. He's been able to get almost every single takedown attempt.
Yep, there he dumps him down.
He gets another here. I feel like that really has been
the story of the fight is, or the difference maker.
At least a big factor in this fight is Chen Guisheng's wrestling ability. Warning from the referee here. The referee compels them to fight more actively, and we have 2.5 here left to go in this third round. Another big left hand by Chen Guisheng.
Wow, beautifully done. These guys are throwing down. 2.5 minutes left in the third and final round of this bout. Beautiful kick again. Nice 1-2. Both guys now in the southpaw stance. We did see Chen had great success with the low kicks, the calf kicks when he was in southpaw stance in the first round, but I don't understand why he hasn't gone back to that later in the fight.
You're right. Every time he switched stances to southpaw, he was really chewing up the lead leg.
Oh, beautiful left hook there. First he caught him with the right and then the left over the top.
That's the second or third time that Chen...
Oh, another one on the button. He's hurting Peng.
That left hand is dangerous.
But Peng's so tough, man. Still walking forward. Eats the punches, but he's still in it. In it to win it is the young fighter, Peng Honggui. But Chen is just so accurate with his counters.
Peng Honggui 2-0 in JCK. This is Chen Guisheng's debut, and he's looking good on it here.
And he's also got good striking from both sides, which is great. Like, he's almost ambidextrous in his striking, can switch back and forth. A real hybrid fighter. Oh, does a spinning back fist.
I feel like he's almost better from southpaw.
Yes. Because he throws, he does very good with his, when he goes to southpaw, his right hand is a very good weapon. Fakes the takedown, goes upstairs. Beautiful uppercut as well. Man, he's tagged up Peng so many times. Has Chen Guisheng.
That left hand is money for Chen Guisheng. You know, for a young man who's only had one pro fight, he looks very composed
Beautiful cross. You know, when you fight, when you in orthodox and your opponent is in southpaw, the lead cross is such a good weapon. Just as the lead cross
for both guys,
yeah,
right?
for both guys. Yeah, that's right. Because it's just about basic physics. The gap between the hands is right there with the cross. Whereas normally, if you're facing a person in the same stance, the jab will be in the way.
Oh, look at the timing.
Beautifully, he's going to slam him down.
Oh, big slam.
Hello, how's your mama?
My
Gives
back
him
hurt.
a big slam. We heard the whole cage shake. And these guys are not very heavy, right? Both
My
of them.
back hurt just watching it.
Yeah. Whap. All right, I think that this fight will go the distance, and Tapology, you are wrong, in my opinion.
Wrong again. Well, that was a great fight. Competitive, but I think Chen Guisheng definitely did enough to edge it out. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand him scorecards 30-27 across the board. Tough fight between these two bantamweight warriors. Let's take a look at some of the action here. On the feet, it was a lot more competitive. Both guys had good moments. Chen Guisheng did rock Peng Honggui a couple times with some big shots, but Peng Honggui was firing back. This is what made the difference in the fight, if you ask me. Chen Guisheng was able to hit takedowns frequently. I mean, in every single round, he was able to take Peng Honggui down multiple
that was a
times.
good one. Look at that. That was the mouthpiece shifting, a little axe kick. Bicycle kick, sorry.
That was one of the best up kicks I've seen in JCK. But unfortunately, I don't think that will be enough to get the job done for Peng Honggui, barring some sort of like crazy.
Well, I don't know, man. I like, because I know most of these the team here, but
no, that's going to be a clear-cut decision win for
接
Chen
下来宣布
Guisheng.
比赛结
In
果
my humble
一号
opinion,
裁
take it
判
away, Yang Guang.
27比30 Judge Number 1 27-30 2号裁判27比30 Judge Number 2 27-30 3号裁判27比30 Judge Number 3 27-30 本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, representing China, the blue corner, Chen Guisheng.